Just 5 seconds before I started this stream, Martin Hogg put his question into chat again, and that is what I was intending to start with at the beginning of today's show. I have an audio confirmation. We should be getting a speaker bot confirmation momentarily in just a couple of seconds. And now.
DougBot said, "Hi, how you doing?"
There we go. We got both of those. And I even heard it on stream myself. So I captured this from yesterday's chat. Martin Hogg asked this question. As far as I could tell, nobody responded in chat. Nobody ever put in a read chat, please, to direct my attention to it. And now this morning, just before show starts, Martin asked the question again. Well, good on you for asking the question again at the beginning of the show. But still, I'd really like for you to use that !C, read chat, please, when you have a question, because that's what this show is all about. Here we go. I have a customer, starts Martin, whose laptop Windows 10 PC is not updating Google Photos synced from Android phone. All the sync controls on both devices are switched on and lots of space available on Google Photos. Okay, well, to give a little orientation here, the phone does not synchronize with the computer, but I think Martin knows that. So what I don't know yet is the phone uploading to Google Photos? If that's the case, then the problem is with the computer, not the phone. If the phone's not uploading to Google Photos, then we want to look for troubleshooting of the phone itself. And yesterday, your wording was a little different. Let's go back here. It said, customer has problem with Google Photos not syncing photos from Android phone to PC. Sync is turned on. Google Photos has enough storage. Any ideas? Yeah, the part there I want to focus in is has a problem. I don't know what has a problem means. Does that mean it takes a long time for them to upload, or you get an error message, or it just never happens, or sometimes happens, it works one day and not another day? So has a problem could mean multiple things. Let's see if he's given me any more information. Go to the end of today's live chat. Not yet. So we'll see what additional information we get from Martin. Well, let's go look at something else first. While we're waiting for that, I'll come over here to Google Photos. Here, I'm on my Google Photos. Now, you all have, if you're interacting in chat, you have a Google account. To get to Google Photos, just come over to this checkerboard on a new tab. If you're signed in on Google Chrome anyway with your Google account, you can click on the checkerboard and scroll down a ways to get over here to Google Photos. And then that'll take you into Google Photos. And this is where we want to know, Martin, is your customer's photos showing up here in Google Photos? If so, then the phone is fine. And the problem is with the computer, so then we can explore what issues might be happening there. Let's see, I'm glancing over at chat and I don't see any more response from him yet. Is there anything else I want to hit on that at this point? I don't think so. So I'm going to go to some comments, some video comments. Carol's Farah, yesterday we responded to her question about in Yahoo how to delete a bunch of emails, and she responded to the timestamp that I sent her. She replied back and said, "Oh, thank you so much." I don't know if that's a good impression of her or not. And then she also gave the timestamp. I don't need to reply to her with a timestamp for this, because then, you know, what am I going to say? You're welcome with the timestamp. And then she says, thank you again. I don't know how many times you go back and forth. We've already given her a timestamp, so we'll just do thumbs up and heart. And then Lana Dro, in relation to my issue with the power adapter for my monitor, I'll get right to that. She saw me holding the AC adapter, and I think this is what she's saying is plug it back in. Well, I have plugged that power adapter back into the monitor that I borrowed the adapter from, and it's been on for what, 15 hours now, and it's still working. So it's like that power adapter just maybe needed a break, maybe needed a rest. I don't know. And Lonadro is around here frequently enough, and putting a timestamp to this one probably doesn't make much sense because I'm not really answering a question of hers. Now I'm going to go to chat and see what that read chat please message was. There's a read chat, and it's just this one. Good morning. If it's the first time connecting Android to PC, you don't connect an Android to PC though. You connect the phone to your Google account, and you connect the computer to your Google account. It might need to download drivers for that phone. Yeah, if you're doing a direct connection to the phone, then that might be, but I think it's unlikely that you're doing a direct connection to the phone because you also, Martin Hogg, made the point that there's a lot of space available on Google Photos. So you are looking at the web page. Now he might be checking up on it right now, as far as I know. That might be why we haven't. Oh, wait a minute. Here he's got something. Yes, phone uploads to Google Photos, okay, but not syncing to the PC and no warnings. Okay, then turn off the sync to the PC and turn it back on. Now, when you say syncing to the PC, so I'm deducing that you're expecting it to come down to Google Photos app on your computer. So perhaps uninstall the app and reinstall it. Let's see, we're here on Google Photos. Can we install it from here? Let's ask Copilot. And that one is a different subject. We might be getting back to that before the show is over. How do I install Google Photos app on Windows PC? Probably from the Google Play Store, but could I do it from my Google account? It seems like I should be able to. Windows PC. Martin Hogg says both devices are correctly signed into the Google Photos app. So you do have the app installed on the computer. Visit Google Photos, photos.google.com, insert, look for the plus icon in the address bar. Plus, here's the address bar, plus icon in the address bar. I don't see a plus icon. Let's try using their link. There we go. Install desktop app. So how about uninstalling the desktop app and reinstalling it? Once I install it here, because I don't think I have it installed, then I should be able to go to the list of apps and uninstall it. So that would be my next thought. Have you done that? Did it do anything? I clicked install desktop app. Was I too distracted to notice anything happen? Or is it already here? Let's go see if it's already here. Click on the A, then click on the G to get straight to Google. There's no Google item there. How about photos? Is it under P? Photos. That, I think that's Windows. I don't think that's Google. I'm going to take that off screen when I click into that. Anything? Okay, here it comes up. Yeah, this came right up with the Bing image. I think this is Windows. Don't you love it when software does not identify itself well? That all looks like Windows. About Photos. Click the drop down. Microsoft. Jeez. Now, why didn't I get Google Photos? I'm going to try this again. Install desktop app. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Hello. Google Play. Backup photos automatically from your computer to Google Photos. They're recently installed right here. Recommended. Google Photos recently added. Try that. There we go. So then, plus side, create and add photos. So that brings the Photos app in. I was already signed into my account, so this is automatically signed in. So now if I close that, come down to the menu, go to Google. Do we have Google Photos showing now? Not there. Okay, how about here? Right click on that and remove from list. No, there's uninstall. There's uninstall. So how about we go another way for uninstalling? If I do the Windows key and then apps, settings, apps, installed apps. Do we get Google Photos here, which is another place to uninstall it? How about search? Photos. There's Google Photos, 3-dot menu and uninstall. So how about that, Martin? Have you tried uninstalling the Photos app from the computer and reinstalling? It says it has a flower symbol. We got that. Channel activity, see if he's given me anything else. Both devices correctly signed in the Photos app. Okay, so yeah, they're both signed in correctly. So then if everything seems to be configured correctly, then uninstall and reinstall. That's just a normal pattern. When was it last working? How long has it been broken? Let's see, is this something that this person was using last week on the computer and it was working fine? If they delete something from the Photos app on the computer, does it get deleted from the phone? Does it get deleted from the cloud storage? Those would be additional troubleshooting, but really I think first you should just go for uninstalling and reinstalling because it may be correctly reconfiguring and getting the most current version of the app. That's just covering the basics. I'm kind of feeling so far like you're expecting to find some setting wrong somewhere and be able to tweak that. But you've already seen that the settings basically look correct. So uninstall and reinstall. That's just a routine step at this point from what you've told us so far. Okay, Google's Photos has a flower symbol. Do I have the flower symbol? I guess that's going to be the flower symbol. If you're in a second grade art project, it's not very convincing. It looks to me like a fan, like a cooling fan that the 12-year-old kid painted different colors. Okay, I'll go back to video comments until I get something more from Martin. Covered those. Oh, let's get a timestamp for this one. We'll come back and follow up on Martin in a little bit. There's 849, 849. Jason Lucero says, anyone else having issues dragging, dropping files to attach emails after switching back to Basic Mail? Basic Mail is not able to do drag and drop at all. I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like when you try because it is a little weird. Let's see, I think I have right down here. Yeah. The drag and drop feature for attachments is only available in the full featured version of Yahoo Mail. If you're using the basic version, you'll need to manually upload attachments by clicking the Attach Files button. Would you like guidance? Yada, yada, yada. But now, Jason, I want to point out, you've only looked at the first video in that 2-video series. If you're not aware of it, the standard version is back. It's back, baby. So you can, and I'm going to show how just in demonstrating this. I'm going to come here. I have my account configured on the basic version. So I'm going to do compose to start a new email. Then I'm going to demonstrate what happens when you try to drag a file into this email to attach it. It looks like it's going to work. And this might be why Jason is questioning it, because it looks like it's going to work. It has the word copy there. It doesn't give us a circle with a line slash through it. Now I'm going to let go of the left mouse button and see what happens. When I let go of the mouse button, it just opens the picture. It didn't bring it up. Martin Hogg, I see in chat you said Google Photos. I don't know what you mean by that. I need more words. But anyway, this just brings in, opens the picture. So that wasn't useful. Now let's cancel from this email. And Jason, I'm going to show you what I think you're going to like. Over here now we have, this has changed. This has switched to the standard version of Yahoo Mail because it's back. So I'm going to click on that. The standard version is capable of drag and drop. Now this has the default wallpaper on the back, so that's immediately recognizable. If I click on compose, now I have not actually tested this today or ever. When I drag it out, see, we still have the word copy, and it's got this dotted line around this whole frame. Let go of the mouse button, and yeah, it's clearly being pasted into this email. Wow, where's my can? Oh, there's a trash can. This time I didn't. On the basic mail, I had a cancel button. On the standard Yahoo Mail, I had a trash can. So, thumbs up and heart for Jason. Jason, we're here 6 days a week to respond to people's questions on any Windows-based computer issues they're having. There's the email address you can send a question that we will respond to. I'll reply to your email with a timestamp. You don't even have to be a regular viewer on this channel, although of course we'd love it if you would. And I will make you an approved commenter, approved, which means you can put messages into the chat room during a live stream. Why it says approved commenter, I don't know. You can comment without me doing that. So anyway, I hope that was helpful or good news to you, Jason. Now, let's go look at, see if Martin's Google Photos. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to tell me there. Oh, maybe it's somewhere else. Oh, there it is. There's more. Oh, he answered question. That's what it is. He didn't do a read chat, please, on this one. I get it. I get it now. Let's see if that's everything that he put in. See if there's anything else I missed. Got that. Customer says it stopped in December. He is worried that if he installs the app on the PC that he may lose the photos on the phone. Absolutely not. And here's the safe way to deal with that is start by logging out. Just go to the Photos app. This should give him some extra affirmation. Whoops, don't want that. Go back to the Google Photos, and in the Google Photos app right here, we should be able to log out. Manage your account, sign out of all accounts. Now, I'm streaming right now. Do I really want to do that? Kind of want to. But sign out of all accounts. So at that point, Google Photos doesn't have the connection to the Google account. And then uninstall the app. But the uninstalling an app is never going to delete photos. Now let me try demonstrating this way. I'll go actually uninstall the app. If I right click here on Google Photos, and then come to uninstall, it's probably going to take me to the apps window and we uninstall from there. So we might actually see a message here. And we should pay attention to what a couple of photos that are there. July 12th, 2024 is my last photo, and then June in my Google account. All right, so let's go uninstall Google Photos. This app and its related info will be uninstalled. This I can see would be a little unnerving, But the related info is not going to mean deleting the photos from the Google account or the phone. It may be removing them from this computer. That's okay. Remove this app's data from Chrome. I'm going to answer yes to that. I'm give it a check mark to actually remove the app's data from the Chrome browser. That doesn't mean from the Google account. And I'm going to try to prove that to you here. Hopefully not being proven wrong. But if I demonstrate this, perhaps that'll give you and your customer the confidence to move forward. Now, we haven't seen anything happen here. I'm guessing this screen needs to be refreshed. I'm looking for a refresh arrow, not seeing it. Oh, yes, it is gone. I'm sorry. That's the Microsoft Photos apps. The Google Photo apps did go away. Now, so that uninstalled it. Now, if I come back to, now this signed out of Google Photos. Now let's close that window and let's go here. Now let's refresh this page. And there's my July and June photos still there. Yes, indeed. What more can I do for demonstrating that? I guess I can signing out of my Google account should not cause a problem to the live stream. Let's go back into photos and then I will sign out of all accounts. Signed out, syncing is paused. And then I'll continue. And this gives me the opportunity to sign back into an account. So there's no checkerboard now. If I go to a new page, oh, there is a checkerboard. Let's see if I can go straight to photos here. Does it make me sign in again? Where to go? There. Oh, it moved up to this upper section because now it's a recently used application. Get the app. I just want to sign in. Join wait list. Google Photos, maybe up here in the upper left. But I need to sign in. I haven't signed in yet. I'd like to see a sign in button. How about over here? Visit Google Photos. There we go. Sign into the account. Enter my password. I got to go turn on my RoboForm. I am now in the routine of turning my RoboForm off before starting a live stream, because when I float my mouse over certain fields, it can pop up information or pop up other account information. I have to do a two-step verification here. So on my phone, it's prompting me, confirm whether it's you trying to sign in. And then it says, does this identify anything? No. It just push on that button there that says, yes, it's me. Yes, I know I could have brought that screen up on computer because I do have that connection. So here's those pictures still there. They are fine. You can uninstall the app from the computer and it's not going to delete any photos. Let's see that. There was a rechat, please. Where are Google Photos stored? Is it on Google servers? Yes. If so, he could uninstall on phone when removing the piece from PC. He could uninstall on phone. Uninstalling the app from the computer is not going to uninstall the app from the phone. I'm not sure I'm quite understanding the question. Where are Google Photos stored? They are stored in the cloud on Google servers. If so, he could uninstall on the phone when removing from the PC. Well, he could uninstall the app from the computer and uninstall the app from the phone, I don't see any reason to do that because the phone is synchronizing with the cloud, as you described. I don't see any reason to uninstall the app from the phone, but uninstalling the app from the computer is not going to uninstall the app from the phone. Ken Stout says, asking for a friend. Do you know if the IMEI on an iPhone can be disabled, thus rendering the phone inoperable? Well, let's find out if I know that. Yes, you know what I'm going to do. Not going to do any editing of that, just paste it. Is unique identifier for mobile devices, including iPhones. It cannot be disabled directly by the user, but it can. But he wants to disable the IMEI for a phone that is not in his possession, that he has
read chat, please.
Account access to, but is not in his possession. Cannot be disabled directly by the user. It can be blacklisted by the cellular carriers if the phone is reported as lost, stolen, or involved in fraudulent activity. Once blacklisted, the device becomes unable to connect to cellular networks, effectively rendering it inoperable for calls, text, and mobile data. However, it can still connect to Wi-Fi networks, and it could still use an online calling phone number, possibly. If you're asking for a friend, I hope their phone isn't in trouble. Let me know if you'd like more details. I'm going to go check out this last recent read chat. Are they on Google Drive? Are they on Google Drive? Yes. Yes. Thanks for all your help. I don't think he's really asking that again. Haven't we answered that a few times? Yes, the pictures are on Google Drive. If you turn off the computer and turn off the phone, go to another computer, log into his Google account, go to the Photos app, the photos will be there. They are stored in the cloud. If you delete them specifically from the phone or from the computer, the default configuration most likely is that will delete it from that photo from the cloud and any other devices that are syncing. So, but we're not proposing to delete any photos, just uninstall the app on the computer. Keith to Martin. Oh, I think they're having a conversation back and forth. Martin's probably responding. Well, no, he did a read chat, please. They used to store them in Google Drive, but don't anymore. Google Photos is its own separate service. Oh, okay. Well, he's okay. A little nuance here. I think he's correcting me on is that. Oh, okay. They're in the cloud. Yeah, they're on Google servers, but they're not Google Drive. Google Photos is a separate service. Okay, that makes sense, but it's still Google Cloud servers. Jeff says, the photos I have in Google Photos take their space from my Google Drive. Okay, so Jeff is disagreeing with that. So let's see what Copilot says about that. Are photos stored on Google Drive, or is Google Photos a separate cloud storage service? Now, understand, I don't trust all of the answers that Copilot gives, but we can trust but verify. Copilot says Google Photos is a separate cloud storage service designed specifically for storing and managing photos and videos. While Google Photos and Google Drive used to be interconnected, Google separated them in 2019. This means your photos and videos in Google Photos are stored independently from your Google Drive files. They each count against your Google storage limit. So I think this is what Jeff is saying, is they are counting against the Google storage limit. But changes made in one service won't affect the other. If you're looking to organize, the last sentence is always Copilot trying to sucker me into a longer conversation. Jeff, does that jive with what you're saying, that they are separate but still subtracting from the same space allotment? Google Photos will free up space on the phone after syncing them by deleting pictures off the device. That's correct. Photos take up your allocated space in the Google Sphere. Well, the space for Google account can be used by Gmail, Google Drive, Google Photos. Yeah. And I have a client right now who is running into space problems in their Google storage because of email accounts that are using excessive amount of space. So they're down to 20% available. So I'm going to be doing some work on that over the weekend. We're not going to add more storage space because this is on their old custom domain name that they no longer need. One of the attorneys in the office is using like 70% of the space that is currently in use. And I can simply move those to a PST file in her Outlook to keep them, or actually even move them to her Microsoft mail storage, because she's got a lot more free space available there. Martin Hogg says, you guys are the tops. Thank you, Martin. Glad that helped. All right, looking to see if there's any other oranges. I know that I've caught all the read chats. Please, if you're asking a question, please do the read chat to draw my attention to it. That is the whole main focus of this. Phil Stodd, my favorite clip about Google, only 30 seconds. I'm going to take that off screen when I click on it just to arrange things a little bit. Let's see, let's blow up Google. Jolly Jask. I'm going to guess that is some kind of a humor, right? See, and I think if I even unmute that, you won't hear it. And I'm a little bit considerate of copyright issue there. All right. No, I'm not going to play that over the air. In fact, I didn't finish it, so I don't quite get it yet, but I'll go back and check that out later. Let's see, did email, did comments. Yeah, so I think I've got it all covered. I have a redirect set up for Kerry's show. Let's go take a peek what he's doing. I did already look at it, but I forgot. I looked at it last night. Whoops, wait a minute. What's that? Oh, I went to the wrong one. Windows Daily Kerry. He spells his name differently than I do. Than I spell my name, my channel name. Oh yeah, he's going to take a Linux computer that he bought, a mini computer that came with Linux installed on it, and try to install Windows. That sounds interesting. That sounds fun. All right, I think that'll do it. Here's the email address if you'd like to send a question. Me in the chat room. Let's see. Me in the chat room. They were talking about grammar last night on the Ken Stout show. Me in the chat room are ready to answer your questions. So me are ready to answer your questions. No, I are ready to stand. I am ready. I don't know. Have a good Friday, everybody. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.
That's all, folks.
Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries with friends who to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team. For Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team. For Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply more deeply VB, where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme.